All right, hey, Professor Klein here today to teach you how to do muscle taping, one of the most beneficial things you can do for muscles, and it starts with getting a bunch of tape. Let's go get some tape. Whoa, here we are at the arts and crafts area in the anatomy lab, and we got all this duct tape because duct tape is going to be one of the key things to do muscle taping. So let's grab a few. All right, just a few rolls. Let's go tape. All right, now we got our tape. You basically want to open it on up, and we want to take the tape and double side it. Now, if you got those Hulk hands, those good grippers, you can grip it and you can rip it on. Like this. However, it's probably easier to use a pair of scissors. So take some scissors, rip a bunch. Let's see, maybe coming down here. Scissors, cutting it. But then something you want to do is try to fold the tape over, and that's going to be helpful later. So go ahead and fold that over, but leave a little tab like that. Then when you come on in, you want to find the origin and the insertion of a muscle. So let's say this is the origin of a muscle. You bring it in, and you essentially want to kind of pinch that spot. So see now how this tape is stuck really, really well. If I pull, it's not going to come off. That's what you want to do to start. So let's say we're taping the biceps muscle here or something like that. Well, then you bring in more tape. You want to get a good estimate of the tape that you'll need. Another technique is the pinch fold. So what you can do here is fold it like a hot dog long ways and bring it in to here. So bringing it down, pinching it. It's a really good technique. Taking a little bit more tape, the sticky side, and connecting this tape. So however you want to do it, but this is really good because you can pull on this and you can move the bone itself. Well, a muscle has multiple attachments. One origin, which is more stable, closer to the trunk, and then one further or distally from the trunk that's more movable, and we call that the insertion. So for the insertion, you'd come in, take some more tape, and you can use as much tape as you would like. We recycle the tape into giant anatomy models, so use as much tape as you would like. But you bring it down to the insertion. Let's say the insertion is right here. You just kind of toss it on there, pinch it, and now you got your muscle. Okay? All right, pretty big biceps brachii right here. Let's say you want to make it shorter. You could pinch like this. Take some more tape. Wrap it around. And now you got probably a better accurate look at the biceps brachii. And what's nice is you can pull on the muscle as we get that insertion real tight. Pull on the muscle and it can do the action of that muscle. All right, so when you're taping these, you often have to tape a bunch of them, right? Let's say the trunk muscles, the abdominal muscles, there's layers to it. So you would want to tape the deepest muscles first. So if we come in here, zoom into this guy, this is the TVA or transverse abdominis. And if you come in and look over here, this one is the most deep. So you actually want to start with this pink one, the transverse abdominis, because the other ones are going to lay on top. Another key thing is that the tape should follow the path of the muscle fibers. So if you come in here, notice how the rectus abdominis is a vertical muscle. This is exactly how it is in the body. So when you pull on this muscle, it's going to produce the action of that muscle, because muscles pull. Skeletal muscles pull, but they pull in the direction of the muscle fibers. Another example is the external obliques. If you come down in here, you can see the external obliques form a V shape. Well, these are going to pull the rib cage into rotation because they're at an angle. So here you can see the muscle pulling if you just pull one side, or pulling on the other side, or together pulling down. Another thing you can do is write the name of the muscle on the actual duct tape and then take a picture of it as well. But I need a mark. Oh, here's one. Here's a marker that is on every table that you guys can use to mark these muscles, like rectus abdominis. Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be right. Rectus abdominis. All right, done with the marker. But now what you can do is you can take your phone, use a phone to take pictures, and then you have it on your phone to study from the work that you've accomplished. What should you do when you're done with your tape in this lab? Well, you want to rip it off, and that can be very therapeutic. And then I want you to bring it on over here and keep it wrapped up and put it into this container here. Now you can toss it in there. You could shoot a layup, or you could do it Michael Jordan style.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. All right.
That was Michael Jordan style, but be careful. So we'll turn those pieces of tape into big giant models, like giant heart models that show all the coronary arteries and you can see inside. So don't worry about using too much tape. We love recycling this tape. And in lab, feel free to call a TA over to check your work, take a picture, send it to us, show it to us, and we'd be happy to clarify if you're taping the right things. This has been your video on muscle taping. Thanks for watching.
Hey, what you gonna do?